30 people in here, it did get a little. I didn't get nervous or anything, but I was like, okay, hopefully I can keep up with this and hopefully nothing crazy happens because I'm not sure what to do if it does. I don't want to have to like discipline somebody, I'm not that type of person. Even if, as an officer, you're kind of expected sometimes to put somebody in their spot. I would even have trouble with that. Even if I was genuinely angry, I'm like, God, I just don't want to be that guy. Like I say with the good day thing, I've literally been yelled at for saying good morning to somebody at 12:02. It ain't morning anymore. Don't you know how to read a clock? And blah blah blah. Like, really, dude? Like, are you really that full of yourself that you gotta yell at somebody about being 2 minutes off? Like, it still feels like morning to me, man. So yeah, like I said, we're not your typical Marine. I loved it. I was very gung ho while I was in. I bought in hook, line, and sinker. I was full in. Clearly, I volunteered. I did know I was going to be a pilot, especially after going to Embry-Riddle and having all that. That was something I certainly made sure that was guaranteed. But again, I ended up in helicopters. I didn't know what I was going to end up flying. Luckily, it ended up being something I enjoyed, but of course we would have rather been in jets. I think in my dream sheet I put jets, jets, jets for my three choices. Ended up in helicopters. Like, thanks, man. So glad I worked so hard to finish top of my class, or I think I was third in my class. But we all ended up in rotors. That's just what they needed. They still kind of do. It is still pretty helo heavy as far as what the Marines do. Jets just don't have the station time. You get in there, the ordnance is huge. While it is relatively precise, it's not a Hellfire missile, that you can hold in your hand and put through a window. It's not something like that. Helicopters can be on station for a really long time. They can be really accurate with minigun fire and stuff like that. So they're just a lot more capable in the battle spaces that are over there. The only place they really struggle is high altitude, of course, in the mountains and stuff like that. They do not like being at high altitude. The air is really thin, the engines don't breathe well, the rotors don't have a lot to bite into. The air's literally that thin that at a point the rotors just stop producing lift. At least with a jet or an aircraft, the engines are pushing you forward fast enough that you're kind of always generating lift over those wings. But the helicopter doesn't really work that way. Alright, here we go. Let's get back in there. Fuzzy's takes a little. He's on a PS4, so his takes a little bit to get him spawned back in sometimes. Oh shit, let me get my phone plugged back in. That's not good. That's not good. But thank you guys for chilling on a Friday, man. More follows today and the sub. Oh my gosh. Great day, guys. Thank you. We'll do this for at least another little bit. We're doing okay. Doing okay. Certainly still not doing very good. But again, guys, anybody that's newer player out there, again, don't chase stats. Don't go in there going, "Oh God, I gotta grind this mark. I gotta get 4 kills. I gotta get an ace. I need a good KD." You're not gonna do well if you play like that. You gotta let these battles kind of develop. As much as they like to repeat themselves, they are all a little bit different. You can't just race in there and try to make it happen. Back to the OODA loop, the OODA loop, the OODA 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 loop, OODA loop, OODA loop, OODA loop, OODA loop. Observe, decide, act, observe, decide, act. You're looking at what's happening, you're deciding what's going to happen, and then you're acting on it. And then you're just, every second, you're just constantly repeating that. It's kind of why I'm I'm kind of a TWS brat because I like having that velocity vector on there. I like kind of knowing where they're at least potentially headed. You can kind of anticipate, what they're going to do, maybe when they're going to turn, certainly what direction, they're intending to head. And from there, you can decide, all right, this one's the more threat, this one's a better target. I particularly like to use it because I can kind of tell when somebody has spotted me. Like, oh, okay, that guy's pointed right at me. Okay, he sees me. You know what I mean? All that comes into play, especially a top tier. My goodness, if you're not vigilant, these planes have so many missiles. It's ridiculous. I am way too high. This is not a good place to dive either. Right over the AA. Jesus, they almost hit me. Did you see that? Jesus, that was close. That guy's falling out of the sky. Somebody is on my ass. Oh, here we go. Packet loss. We just lost the server. Look, ma, no hands. Holy shite. Wow, this is the worst I've ever seen it. Holy cow. Wow. That ain't me. Oh, wow, it recovered. How about that? Well, now we're way too high. I'm gonna hit a teammate if I shoot this. We can't shoot this son of a bitch. Maybe we can have a little fun with him. Oh, that guy's dying. Oh, maybe he's not. You'll all get shot. Oh, he got both of them. Oh my gosh, he's gonna get killed by my missiles. One, two, three, four, five left. Nope. I'm like a thug with a little bit of park influence. Come on. Uh. Yeah, it looked like you were kind of out of fuel. You should be given a notification from Twitch. For what? It's in the handbook that I can look up. I thought it's like 800 meters or more is deadly for a helicopter. Yeah, they can't go very high at all. They're very, very temperature and altitude dependent. High temps, thin air, they do not like. Jesus, this guy is spamming. He must be going down or something. I can't find him. He's got to be below me. Alright, this is annoying. Where is this guy at? Is it the 30 that's shooting at me? Dude, I need some help. I can't see this guy and he's got me. I could not find him. Could not find him and he was low. I never get that high. Fuck, guys. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the A for a second. I'm gonna go back to the Alpha for a little bit and then we're gonna hop in the Super Hornet. 'Cause that'll help you and me for a little bit. Yeah, I am. I'm wore out, dude. This week has wore me out. You guys are. I'm too old for this. I'm just kidding, guys. I am a little mentally spent though. Kind of sucks the event started today and we're gonna have to be grinding so hard, but we'll get back into it. We'll get back into it. Honestly, the last 2 days have been really good, like game wise. Like I mean, what the hell? We grinded the Super Hornet out in less than 8 hours. I mean, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever grinded a top jet that fast. And then we played it for 8 hours straight yesterday, kind of spading it out. So yeah, I definitely wore myself out at top tier a little bit. It's daunting, guys, when you dealing with missiles like that. Just staying ahead of the radar, staying ahead of all those missiles being fired is so key, and you can't get behind it for a second. The second you're behind it and you can't find that plane, you're done. You're totally behind the curve and you got to go completely defensive, and then you're stuck like I was, where even though I knew he was behind me somewhere, I could not turn to be able to, look for him properly. So I had to find him visually, and I just could not find him. And once you can't see your target, I mean, you're done. If you don't have him on radar and you don't have him visually, you may as well consider yourself dead. Every single server, free crew timer for me because of packet loss. Oh, awesome. I figured something like that happened. The notification was that I just gave you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sure I have a thing then. For some reason in my mod view, that doesn't show up. And there was one other thing I can't do in my mod view that I need to. I added all the windows I could. But yeah, let me do that for you right now too. Yep, we'll take a little break. I gotta do this real quick for Scorp anyway. A riot. Can I do that from mod view? Nope, I have to go to my dashboard for that. A riot, let's start a riot. Anything crazy going on for holidays at this point? You guys ready? Less than a week. Less than a week. See, you may as well start rapping right now. You may as well start rapping right now. Because you know you're going to wake up Christmas morning and be stuck. You know it. You know it. Oh, come on. Ripping someone's head off. Mousepad is so slick. It's all about the he says, she says bullshit. All right. Mission success. There you are, buddy. Sword for the Scorp man. Because I'm trucking up your program. Next in line to get trucked up. It's just one of those days. For sticking it out with me on that terrible, was it Thanksgiving Day? Was that the day that was like really, 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 really bad? It's like the worst day I've ever had in War Thunder. And this man stuck it out with me all day long. I don't even think we had very many viewers that day. He just stuck it out, stuck on my wing, got me through it. By the end of the day, we were doing better. And yeah, that would have been a disastrous day for the stream if you hadn't been there for me. So I certainly appreciate it. If anything, for that, boy deserves it. Because, yeah, I could have lost my shit a few times that day. We had a lot of team kills that day. I was getting just killed off the rip.